Yeah.
The so-called Negro community has shocked the white man by resisting all efforts to divide us. I think that you and I should continue to shock him by staying and working together in unity, despite religious, political, economic, or educational or social differences.
My people are terrified. We've been terrorized to the point that we're mentally and spiritually paralyzed. We suffered through centuries of dehumanization and degradation. It took the form of slavery and segregation in this land of the free, where oppression's government sanctioned. We're subjected to systemic skin color discrimination, from black codes to Jim Crow to black criminalization. It's been 400 years, it's time for our liberation. We're a nation within a nation, victims of colonization. Where's our revolution and Independence Day celebration? Cause what's the 4th of July to the slave on the plantation? And slavery didn't end, they just changed its implementation. Just check the 13th Amendment, then you'll see why so many black males end up as guilty defendants. The system isn't broken, it's working as it's intended. So I'm not here to fix it, I'm here to end it.
And then again, if we tell you that Negroes are being hung on the tree or being shot down illegally, unjustly, and those Negroes should do something to protect themselves, you say you're advocating violence.
I won't rest till this nightmare we're living in ends, and we see justice for our murdered young innocent men. If black lives really matter, black people need the proof. Cause we are the only ones responsible for our improvement. How can we leave it to someone else to do what's best for us, especially when there's someone else has historically been oppressing us? We can't use a system built to enslave us to free us, and we really sick if we think that they white Jesus can heal us. Our children need us to defend them, teach them and guide them, show them love and bring out the greatness that is deep inside them. Are we gonna build a nation or stay on the plantation? Keep begging for our freedom or fight for our liberation?
When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, he didn't say get nonviolent. He said praise the Lord, but pass the ammunition.
We must be willing to die together, or we'll definitely die separately. We desperately need unity if liberation is our destiny. If we don't know our history, then we doomed to repeat it. White supremacy is the enemy, but together we can defeat it. They stole us from the motherland, sold us into slavery, forced us to work for them. They got the nerve to call us lazy. In this caste system, we're outcasts, still treated as second class. But I can feel it in the air, revolutions in the forecast. We came for greatness, but they don't want us to know. So they hid our history to keep us under control. All it takes is to take a stand. The enemy's not invincible, but we must come together as one nation, indivisible.
20 million black people don't even know their own language. Why? Because he took it away from them. 20 million black people who don't even know the history of their ancestors. Why? Because he took it away from them. And he's trying to tell them how thoroughly and completely they've been robbed. He says that he can hate. That's something to think about. Today you are coming out of college. You're coming out of the leading university. You're trying to go in a good direction, but you don't know which direction to go in.
Family, I want you to take a good look at what you see on your screen here. This is going to be a very important lesson to young black brothers out here about what you absolutely do not procreate with. I want you to take a good look at the woman in the black shirt. Take a good look at her. The nose ring, the shirt she's wearing, the tattoo, shape, sitting up here with her hair all over the place on her head, because there's nothing wrong with your natural hair, but you don't sit up here like this. And you know what? I'm not even sure if that is hers, but either way, it looks disheveled. Okay, whether it's your real hair or not, you don't look disheveled like this getting online. That's something that we got to stop. But, you know, in our community, I would like to see our women take more pride in their image, but I digress. Here's the thing. The content that you're about to see in this video is going to be very disturbing, and it's going to be a reminder about why, if you're a black father, you damn well better stay in your child's life. And I'm going to tell you like this. If things go south, you should be in position to get custody of your child, because, see, first and foremost, hopefully you didn't make the mistake of procreating with someone like this heifer that I'm describing. But if y'all wondering why I have such vitriol in my voice, this is going to be very infuriating, and you're going to understand why. Well, that's it. Let's play this.
We went live and this happened.
Fourth. No. Red, blue, pink, black. Thank you. What's wrong? No, they just keep on saying it to me. I'm a machine. It's annoying. They keep on saying I'm a machine. It's annoying.
Ignore them. Ignore them. They're miserable people. They have nothing better to do than to get on the internet and make fun of people because it makes them feel better about being miserable cretins. Okay? What do we say in the mirror every morning? I am strong. Say it. I am enough. I am handsome. I am perfect just as I am.
Pause right here. Now y'all see why I had the tone and still have the tone in my voice that I have about this. Brothers, I have to start with you, because you don't get this situation occurring unless you procreate with the wrong woman. This little girl, because let's get this clear right now, because I'm not one that's going to play that fucking game. This is a little girl sitting here. This is not a boy. All this she, her pronoun bullshit. You have a little girl sitting here crying because people are calling her what she is. Now, you have to stop and analyze, how did this child get to this point where she's sitting here crying because people are calling her what she actually is? I'll tell you how you got to this point. Her mother is a degenerate fucking demon. That is beyond mental abuse, and that is child abuse right there. Because you know that the only way a child is crying and upset about being who they are, whether it's a little boy or a little girl, somebody had to indoctrinate them with that bullshit from an early age. And you can tell it wasn't no father around that's worth a damn, because see, no man worth his balls would sit up here and let this happen to his child. I want y'all to let that soak in for a minute. This woman is representative of the trash in our community on the female side of the equation, and we got the same type of trash on the male side of the equation, but we talking about this right now. Imagine your little girl sitting up here upset because people are calling her what she is. There used to be a time in society, family, where if you tried to indoctrinate us with this foolishness, with this agenda that we see going on today, people would laugh you out the room. When the kaleidoscope community, as I shall call them, got that being a mental disorder removed from the DSM, and they started to move to get themselves in political offices where they could enforce this type of BS, that's when everything started going downhill. Right now, if I told you that if you tied a towel around your neck and jumped off your roof and you could fly, just because I told you that wouldn't make you be able to defy gravity, because that's common sense. And we have gotten to a point in this country where when you state something that's common sense, the rest of these degenerates want us to play make-believe. This is a beautiful little black girl right here. She should be proud to be who she is. And just imagine what kind of foolishness this heifer with these damn nose rings, them damn tattoos has indoctrinated her into. See, brothers, I always have to start here when it comes to these children with us, because see, a lot of you out here, you low self-esteem simps who will run up in the first thing that'll open his legs to you. You don't even stop to think about what type of woman is this. Every woman out here ain't worth your seed. And sisters, I'm gonna say it for you too. Every man out here is not worthy of you having a baby by. That's an entire different conversation. But I'm gonna tell you, brothers, this foolishness that you looking at right here, look at the look on this little girl face. And look at this damn demon hovering over her. She said one thing that was right. You are born perfect as you are into this world, as what you have come into. It's not no 179 or whatever number of genders that they keep calling out. It's only 2. You are either male or female. There is no such thing as in between and all this other fantasy bullshit that we keep seeing here being pushed upon us. This is the highest form of mental abuse. The damage that has been done to this little girl with this, and that's going to continue to be done as she gets older in society. See, it's one thing if you get to the point where you're 18, 19, okay, and you make your own decision about what you want to identify as. That's different. That's up to you then. You're about to become a young adult, okay? You're a teenager, but you have experience enough to formulate your worldview about who you want to be and how you want to live your life. Fine, at that age, you damn near about grown. You can make that decision. But while you a little child, the average child don't talk like that and talking about trying to identify as the opposite gender unless somebody indoctrinates them with that bullshit. That is the only way that occurs with either gender. I want to let y'all hear the rest of this.
I am intelligent. And I exude positivity. Oops, sorry, baby. No, I got stuck.
Y'all, I had to show you this because I want you to see what we're up against in our community. Celebrate the foundational Black American culture of freedom fighting and resistance with the first annual Eretasusse 5K run. This cultural experience will honor our FBA ancestors and icons while harnessing energy from our past to power our future. There will be security at this event to ensure everyone has a safe and enjoyable experience. Eretasusse Run is a cultural event for family and friends. Strollers and wheelchairs are welcome. The in-person event will include a free 1-mile fun walk and will be held on December 17th in Tampa, Florida. Unable to make the live event, you can also participate virtually anywhere from December 17th to December 30th. All registered participants will receive the official Eretasusse Run finisher medal, t-shirt, and more with the ability to upload their race time to the official site. Live event participants will receive the time race scores, professional finisher photo, video, and your name will be announced as you're welcomed across the finish line. Enjoy the post-race after party and refuel with a traditional FBA breakfast. You can also help us settle fun family debates like sugar or salt and grits. Prepare with family workouts and runs and post on social media using the hashtag Eretasusse Run. For registered info and sponsorship opportunities, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Click the link in the bio. Hope to see you all there.